Too often people view this movement superficially as a planche lean, then an L-sit, but the transition is what really makes this movement. And what we're really focused on here is the scap sliding around the back to learn how to support the shoulder flexors correctly. So I begin in the initial planche lean, and in that initial planche lean, I'm in an aggressive protraction with a little bit of scap depression just so I feel my lat stabilizing, and I want as much lean as I can get away with. The stronger your planche, the more lean that you'll have. With still keeping in regards handstand position here, because the planche isn't the goal, the handstand is the goal. So we want to simulate that on as many layers as possible. So we're in that planche lean. Then from there, we're piking up, and we're going to keep the legs together for as long as possible. And while we're piking up, we're switching between that protraction and sliding the scap into elevation. And the scap should reflect wherever the pelvis is in relation to the shoulders. So when it's aligned horizontally, it's in protraction. When it's more aligned vertically, it's in elevation. Well, technically it's going to be elevation and slight protraction. When we're in that maximal pike, we then want to take the legs just as wide as we need to be able to get them around the hands. If we use too much middle split, this is going to drop the pelvis and no longer properly replicate the pattern of the shoulders in relation to the hips during the eccentric stalder itself. So we go just as wide as we can, just as wide as we need with the feet, and then they're going to slide past the hands. And as we slide the feet past, this is where the scap's going to travel from elevation back in towards somewhere between elevation and protraction, into pure protraction, and then in that straddle L, somewhere between protraction and depression. If we're finding that we have a sudden drop here, this means that we're not actually using the shoulder flexors to support the motion eccentrically. We're just holding all the weight in the feet. So we need to find a way to keep more of the weight in the arms and less weight in the lower body. We can make the movement easier by elevating the hands, but the problem with this is the more we elevate the hands, the more it doesn't reflect how the actual mechanics of the eccentric stalder happens. So if we are to elevate the hands, we want to make it as minimal as possible. And it just makes it easier because this extends the lever arm without that having to come as much from the shoulder and gives us more clearance for the legs.